Today we're going to be reviewing the app Zero Fasting Tracker. This one's going to be especially good for you if you're just starting out fasting or you're getting back into fasting. You may also be just changing up your eating window or your protocol. So if you haven't used this one before, this one's going to be a pretty good one. This is an app that I have used in the past as well, which is why I thought it'd be a good idea to review this particular app. It's available on Google Play. It's also available on iTunes. Or you could be just someone that finds it really hard to count the number of hours in a day. Well, then this app's for you. You're watching ABOD After Hours. We're going to be reviewing all things fitness and health related, some of which I've used, some of which I haven't used, but most importantly, I'll be trying to incorporate them into your fitness arsenal so that you can have a bit of a strategy for success. Yes, it is come the time where I'm going to ask you to do something for me, which is subscribe. So please just hit the link below and hit the little bell icon. That would be amazing if you like this sort of content, and I'll be sure to keep releasing these videos weekly for you. So what's this app's use? Look, it's a really, really simple app. All it's going to be doing is tracking, not all it's going to be doing, but it's going to be tracking and measuring your fasting window. It's going to come with a couple extra little bits to keep you motivated or keep you on track. But what I really wanted to emphasize is the way that I see it is it's not such a fasting measuring app as it is a habit forming app when you are getting started or you're changing your protocol. So look, that's why it can be a really powerful tool to add to your regime. Great news is it's really simple to use in the sense that it's only got 2 inputs. So it's just really, really easy to use and get started with this app. It's very straightforward. So let's jump in and have a look.
First thing you want to do is download the app and then jump in. It's going to ask you to select your eating protocol. So in this case, the circadian rhythm is probably the best place to start if you're a beginner, which is just going to start when the sun sets. And then if you'd like, you can move over to the 16 and 8 and perhaps get a bit more aggressive and go over to the 20 and 4, which is the one that I do, or 1 meal a day, as it's more commonly known if you get more to that 22-hour window. As you can see, it's really straightforward. After you've selected the one that you'd like, you can tailor in which ones you'd like as well. And then just once you select it, it starts to put a counter to make it nice and easy. Like I said, there's only 2 inputs once you've started your fast. Yep, start your fast. There you go. Simple as that. It's going to start counting down. There's a cool little function where you can send it to your friends, tell them how cool you are, how long you've been fasting for, which they'll love. And that's it. That's as straightforward as it gets. As I said before, you can select a different one as you feel the need to progress, or if you feel the need to progress, depending on your personal goals. I kept going through and getting out to 20 hours because that's what suited me. But again, you choose what works in well with your schedule. There's no right or wrong, but it is a good little idea. And you can actually set up yourself with some notifications, which we saw earlier as well, which is really helpful. Just just to remind you when you can eat again. I want you to put some emphasis on is starting to get some of those streaks, starting to just really track, and it holds you accountable so that you can extend out that extra 40 minutes or an hour. So it just keeps you in check. That's why this app's really good. It does have some more helpful information, which I have read before. It's quite helpful if you, again, starting out, or if you just want to brush up on some information. It is, like I said, very easy to use. Actually improved. You can actually put how you're feeling, so in case you are getting challenged, and also some of those little badges that popped up just then as well. They're just helpful just to keep you motivated. Again, it's sort of you could do this on your own, but I find that reverting back to the app for a couple of weeks just keeps you accountable. But that's literally it. That is as simple as this app gets. But like I said, it is a habit forming app, in my opinion, with some funkiness attached to it.
So as you can see, it's a really simple app to use. So look, I'd recommend if you do want to get started, start small. You know, don't go hammer and tongs straight away. You know, start with the circadian rhythm, move on to the 16/8 fast, as I mentioned earlier, and just progress slowly. You'll find yourself pushing it out slowly anyway, but it's just good just to not go, you know, the whole enchilada from the start. So if you're just trying out fasting, like I said, it's a really good little useful tool. Are you going to use it for a very long time? No, you're not. I used it for probably on and off. You know, usually I stuck with it for 2 to 3 weeks while forming that habit for that particular protocol or that particular eating window. And once I had a down pat in terms of just became part and parcel, I didn't have to count them or count the hours in the day, that sort of thing. Just download it and let me know what you think.